What's up, fight fans? This is Renat, and you're on the MMA Fight Channel. Today, we're breaking down the upcoming main event at UFC Fight Night in Doha Qatar, where Arman Tsarukyan will take on Dan Hooker. This fight has Fight of the Night written all over it. Both of these guys bring the action and never give us a dull moment. So let me tell you a little more about them. Let's get into it. Arman Tsarukyan was born on October 11, 1996. He represents Armenia, but lives and trains in Russia. He is 29 years old. He's currently riding a 4-fight winning streak in the UFC. His fights are always exciting to watch. He's been competing in the UFC since 2019. In his last fight, Tsarukyan earned a split decision victory over the former champion Charles Oliveira at UFC 300. After that, he was scheduled for a title shot against Islam Makhachev, but had to pull out of the fight with an injury, which drew some criticism from the fans. Arman Tsarukyan hasn't stepped into the octagon since April 2024. His professional record stands at 22 wins and 3 losses. He's only lost twice in the UFC, a decision loss to Islam Makhachev in his debut, and a very close decision to Mateusz Gamrot. Tsarukyan is a young, ambitious fighter with no major weaknesses. He is currently ranked number 1 in the UFC's lightweight division. Dan the Hangman Hooker was born on February 13, 1990. The New Zealander is now 35 years old. He's been fighting in the UFC since 2014 and is on a 3-fight winning streak. Hooker is also known as one of the most entertaining fighters in the division. In his most recent bout, he won a split decision against Mateusz Gamrot. Dan Hooker is a well-rounded fighter who is just as comfortable striking as he is grappling on the mat. His record is 23 wins and 12 losses. He's faced the top of the division with losses to guys like Dustin Poirier, Michael Chandler, and Islam Makhachev. But he also holds impressive wins over fighters like Gilbert Burns, Jalen Turner, and Paul Felder. Dan Hooker is ranked number 6 in the lightweight division. Physical attributes. Arman Tsarukyan stands at 5'7" with a 72.5-inch reach. In comparison, Dan Hooker is 6 feet tall with a 75-inch reach. The size and reach advantage here clearly goes to Dan Hooker. Striking. Arman Tsarukyan has some solid striking, which he showcased in his fights against Beneil Dariush and Joaquim Silva. He has knockout power in his hands, with 9 of his career wins coming by KO/TKO. In my opinion, Hooker's striking is more technical than Arman's. He also has serious power, with 11 of his wins coming by knockout. However, Hooker has been knocked out before by Michael Chandler and Edson Barbosa. Grappling. Arman Tsarukyan's wrestling is excellent, thanks to his base in freestyle wrestling. If you saw his fight with Islam Makhachev, you know what he's capable of. He was even able to take Makhachev down. His fight against Gamrot was another great example, a high-level chess match between 2 elite grapplers. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Hooker's grappling isn't necessarily a weakness, but he definitely prefers to keep the fight on the feet. This is where Arman has a significant advantage. Cardio. Both of these guys have gone a full 5 rounds in the UFC and have great cardio. Arman Tsarukyan had a 5-round war with Mateusz Gamrot, and Dan Hooker has been in 2 5-round battles against Paul Felder and Dustin Poirier in an absolute barn burner. Both men are proven to be dangerous late into the fight. My prediction. I see this as a classic striker versus grappler matchup. Hooker will want to use his length to keep Arman at a distance, while Arman will be looking to close that distance, get the takedown, and dominate on the ground. The early round should favor Arman. He's more explosive and faster, which will help him get in on Hooker's legs for takedowns. If Dan Hooker can survive that early storm, he'll have a good chance to catch Arman in the later rounds with his striking. I'm leaning towards a victory for Arman Tsarukyan, likely in the 3rd or 4th round by ground and pound TKO or by a dominant decision win. I think his wrestling will be too much for Hooker to handle, but of course, you can never count Dan Hooker out. He has the power to score an upset knockout, and he's shown us that time and time again. So what do you guys think? Who do you see winning this fight? Drop your predictions in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming fight breakdowns. This is a huge test for both fighters, and we'll see who comes out on top. Until next time, fight fans, see ya!